not disclosed earlier. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
And a reminder now of the hour's top story. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Russia's Far East. President Putin says the North Korean leader will visit other places before going back to Pyongyang. He also stressed the Russian and North Korean friendship and talked of possibilities for military cooperation. And that's the latest world news. From Feature Story News, I'm Nina Maria Potts reporting.
You're listening to Northern Light Public Radio
on 102.7
KCHW. Tooele!
Good morning, it's a KCHW morning show. It is Wednesday, September 13th. We have a very special day today. We're joined with Sharon Ludwig for her first ever day as our new Wednesday morning show co-host. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you.
You know, Chuck,
Yes.
This is in 12 years of KCHW. This could be the best day ever, right?
Oh, you're so full of it, Scott.
No, he's not.
So excited. I'm so excited.
too.
All right, Chuck, I see a Facebook logo beside my head. Does that mean people can like me?
Yes, it does, Scott.
How many likes do I have? Oh, you took it away.
Oh, here, I'll
Zero
put it back.
likes.
There you go.
Zero
There you
likes.
go.
All right, so excited. Sharon, what prompted you to do this?
Well, I so much enjoyed Mike Bence's show and coming and listening to him on Wednesdays. And then when he moved, and then all of a sudden he wasn't on, and I thought, somebody needs to fill in, and who better? Me.
Exactly.
Yes, totally.
So basically what Scott was just asking is,
All right.
whatever possessed you to agree to do this?
Oh, I just needed one more thing in my busy life.
Right?
All right. You know, Chuck, now our filter is in the house.
Right? That's good, though. That's good for us. Keep us in check.
All right, let's roll out a little weather. Over here in Maine, where I am, we're battening down the hands, getting ready for Hurricane Lee to drop in and for a nice visit.
Yikes.
It's kind of scary. I've never
scary.
done the hurricane thing before, so I don't know how. I'm about 45, 50 miles from the coast. I don't know how the winds are going to hit us up here, but still kind of scary that it's going to come in and just trample the state.
Yeah. Ooh, that is terrifying. I mean, yeah.
You know,
Have either of you ever been in a hurricane?
no, but you can come home to Chihuahua.
There you go.
So I'm scheduled to fly out on the 19th, and I'm hoping it's all blown away by then. So that's I got my fingers crossed. So.
Right. Yeah, that's only 6 days away.
Yeah.
Because I found out, and I didn't buy, last time I came, I bought insurance, but it's kind of expensive. And I found out that, and I didn't know this, is because I've flown more in the past year than I have in my entire life. And I didn't know if there's a weather event like the hurricane and they cancel your flight, no refunds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Will they reschedule?
I didn't look into that. I just heard there was no refunds for weather cancellations on a flight. And then I was thinking I should have bought the insurance.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look at your weather forecast. A lot better. 79 degrees and sunny today. You got light winds. Clear skies tonight all the way down to 49. For Thursday, 82 and 49. Again, sunny skies. Keep that sunshine going. Friday, 85 and 50. Saturday, 87 and 51. Sunday, 84 and 53. Monday, drop it into the 70s for fall.
Yes.
All right.
Sweater
So you guys got
weather.
any plans this weekend?
I think I'm going to stay in the deck. Does that sound like fun, or does that sound like fun?
That totally sounds like
Sounds a
fun.
little hot. Now, if you put it off though till next week, it looks like a Thursday or Wednesday and Thursday are sunny and cool, like it's 72. That's deck staining weather. Sure.
Okay, maybe
Yeah, it
I
is.
should put it off.
I'm gonna. Where the chamber auction is Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So are you going to that?
Oh.
You gonna be there for that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see you there.
Go, She goes to everything.
Right?
Come on.
Yeah, they've always had it in October before, and I always had a commitment, a church commitment on the weekend they had. So I have never been there. So I'm kind of anxious.
Oh, great.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. It's a good time, and the auction is so entertaining. Steve is a comedian and an auctioneer. So, and he went to school with a lot of local people. So there's some local humor as he picks on people in the crowd too. Always a fun show.
You know who did a really great job during Sharon's event as an auctioneer was Paul Setti.
Oh, he was wonderful.
Absolutely hilarious.
All right.
Yeah, he at one point he said, "Okay, spend more money. Do this because you love Gino." And then he stopped and paused and he goes, "And if you don't love Gino, do it because you love Sharon." And we just cracked up.
All right, Chuck Ritchie, we've got school lunches back up. So what's for breakfast and lunch today?
We do. This is for Guest Elementary. They're having a cheese omelet for breakfast. Ooh, a variety of cereal, fresh fruit juice, and your choice of milk. And then for lunch, we have sausage patty, hash brown patty, a biscuit, egg patty. That sounds more like breakfast. It does sound good, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And fresh veggies, fruit. It also says fresh fruit, your choice of milk, and country gravy.
All right, so there you go, breakfast and lunch for the kids. Before we get into other goodies today, and we cut Sharon loose on the airwaves, because I know she compiled a bunch of stuff for us today so we can learn what's going on. We'll start off with a few bits and breaks, hopefully brighten your morning. First up today, and there's one for each of us on this, and I like it, they've released the worst jokes of 2023. It's not even over. First joke, politics. That's the worst joke of 2023.
It's kind of a running joke every year, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. All right, let's see. First, this is the number one worst joke of 2023. I could tell it had been raining cats and dogs. I nearly stepped in a poodle.
Oh.
I kind of thought that was funny when I read it.
I like it, actually.
Yeah.
I was groaning about stepping on a poodle. Poor guy.
Yeah.
First time I heard that one, I actually fell out of my crib. So, all right, let's let Sharon, the number one runner-up.
Okay.
That's you.
Doctor, hi there. How can I help you today? Patient, I think I'm a moth. Doctor, you don't need to see a doctor. You need to see a psychiatrist. Patient, I know, but I was passing and your light was on.
All right, second runner-up, Chuck.
What do you do if you see a spaceman?
I don't know.
Park in it, man.
I don't get it.
If you see a space, you park in it.
Oh, space, man. Oh, okay.
Yeah, what
now
do you see?
I get it. Oh, man, I'm slow.
You park in it. All right. Just to see if Sharon can throw something all the way to Maine, some grandma jokes that I came up with this morning. How many grandkids you got, Sharon?
8.
8?
Wow.
7 boys, 1 girl.
Wow. I wish I could have contacted them and had them deliver these jokes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll kick it off again. What's the similarity, you guys, between a grandmother and a website?
Ooh, I don't know.
You can't deny the cookies.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Sharon, do one for yourself.
Oh, yeah, this is funny. Yeah. What is the similarity between a grandmother's dentures and stars?
What?
They both come out at night.
Oh, that was bad.
My sister put our grandma on speed dial. Now we call her Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Don't tell anybody, but we saved the bad ones for Chuck.
Oh.
Always, every day.
My grandma never made cookies. She made donuts. Probably 3 times a week. Her donut jar would be full of donuts.
For a second, I was disappointed, and then you just brought the thunder with the donuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were so good. Just so good.
My grandma's not here anymore, and I like Ouija boards because it's the only game I can still play with her.
Wow.
Back to you, Sharon.
Yeah, when someone says, I love you, what is the worst response?
What is it?
I'm still Pulling the plug, Grandma.
Oh, that's horrible.
That is terrible.
Sorry, Grandma. Wow. Yeah, so my grandma, she was a very strong woman. She married 3 husbands, and 2 of them were just napping.
Oh, that's terrible.
Son?
Oh, man. The last one. Grandma once said, sometimes you have to hug the people you don't like so you know how deep to dig the hole in your backyard.
Terrible.
All right. Sharon, quote of the day. All you.
If attacked by a mob of clowns, go for the juggler. That's a grown
Every
joke.
time.
Oh.
All right. This one's going to Mr. Chuck Ritchie, and it's best responses. Yeah, we've all had this happen, where someone walks into the bathroom on you.
Yeah.
I'm always worried, like, in an airplane. That'd be, like, the worst place, I
yeah.
think, to have somebody walk into the bathroom. So Chuck has worked all night long and has things you can say when someone opens the door and you're in the bathroom.
Well, and this is very relevant to us. We have 2 teenagers and 4 of us in total living in the house. 1 bathroom, no lock on the door.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's fun. We always knock. We have a knock first policy.
good.
Yeah.
And do you wait for the response?
I try to. Sometimes you don't think anyone's going to be in there, so you like knock as you open the door, and they're like, yeah. So yeah, the first one here is, so glad you're here. I'm going to need your help with something.
Oh, dear.
The next one here, come back with a warrant. Good. You did get my email invite. Oh, I like that one.
That's creepy.
Sorry, this seat is taken.
Oh, that's perfect for the airplane.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.
I think most of us would just scream.
Right?
Get out of here.
All right, 4 things you didn't know yesterday. It's to help you out this morning. First thing, South Carolina residents get more cavities than anyone anywhere in the United States.
Why?
I can see that. Have you
They
met
don't
South
brush,
Carolina?
I guess.
No.
It's because there they only have toothbrushes. They don't have teeth brushes.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
All right.
but
Friday's the most.
But I used to live
Friday,
in Tennessee.
What? Go ahead.
I used to live in Tennessee. At least people in South Carolina have teeth.
Oh, that's horrible.
That is horrible.
All right, we're going to switch it up and be nice now. Friday is the most popular day to use an ATM.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of obvious, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would think that's from the obvious department.
Yep.
17 states still allow schools to dish out corporal punishment to students.
Wow.
How many times are you hacked, Chuck?
I never was, but in elementary school, actually, I went to elementary school out in Findlay, Washington, and our principal did have it hanging up on the wall.
Yeah. I was just telling my granddaughter yesterday about a time I got a spanking from my teacher when I was in the 3rd grade. And she couldn't believe that a teacher could do that. I said, well, back then they could.
Yeah.
I did something I shouldn't have done. I went home for lunch with a friend and didn't tell my teacher. And my mother was a 5th grade teacher, and they looked everywhere for me. And I showed up, after lunch was over. And she took me in the bathroom, gave me a spanking. And when I got home, my dad gave me another one.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
I liked my dad. I think he spanked me once, and then he came back in the room crying afterwards, telling me how sorry he was. It was
nice.
which made me feel even worse.
Oh,
It's like, oh great, you made your dad cry.
I think the most trouble I ever got into school once. I went to school when Miami Vice was the big show on TV, and we decided to play an episode of Miami Vice where I was the drug dealer, and of course I took a piece of paper and I got some grass from the playground, put it in the envelope, and wrote cocaine on it, and was walking around, getting busted by Crockett and Tubbs, and
Oh, my.
apparently that was inappropriate for a 3rd grader.
Yeah.
And no points for thinking and acting it up though, huh? That's so sad.
No, nothing.
All right.
I even wore like my best big collared shirt that day and this gold chain. It was great. Yeah.
All right. Last thing you didn't know yesterday: if you're a lepidopterist, Did I say that right? Lepidopterist. You collect what?
What do you collect, Scott?
Butterflies and moths.
It sounds like that might be something else, but
Yeah, like big cats, like leopards.
oh, there you go.
Or lepers.
Oh, yeah.
I collect
Sorry.
rare diseases.
Sorry. All right. Things not to do with super glue with Sharon Ludwig.
Some ways people have gotten into sticky situations with super glue. Okay, a 15-year-old girl from New Jersey was using the glue to apply fake fingernails when she rubbed her eyes and glued her eyes shut. Oh, ow. Man. That's terrible. Okay.
Go ahead, do the next one. Go ahead.
Oh, I do them all?
Do them all.
Yeah, they're all you.
Oh, I had no idea. A Maryland woman was charged with practicing dentistry without a license when a patient who admitted going to her because she was cheap explained that she told him a tooth was too big for his mouth. So she pulled it out, filed it down, and glued it back in. Oh, that's really bad.
Wow.
Tired of
That's the
his
kind of dentist I'd be.
Yeah. Tired of his toupee falling off, an elderly man from Kansas glued the rug to his scalp. Oh, ouch, ouch, when you tried to take it off.
Wow.
And
Chuck actually did that with his hat.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The fibers are fused to my head.
An inventive Illinois woman went on a cruise and forgot to take a pair of black shoes for formal dining. She tore up some black fabric, glued it onto a pair of white shoes, and attended the formal event in style. Well, I think it would make more sense to use a black Sharpie marker and color your shoes.
Right? But that's at least being inventive, not putting super glue in your eyes.
Yeah.
You know what she was doing? She was thinking on her feet.
Ooh, yeah. A couple drove 400 miles to a ski resort, only to discover that someone had used super glue to stick their skis to the roof rack of their car. Try as they might, they couldn't get them off.
Wow. Wow.
I hate Gorilla Glue.
I can't believe they
All
didn't
right.
have the
I
story
think that's enough of the goofy stuff. Big round of applause for you two. There you go. Woo! All right. Let's see. Let's move into community events. Sharon, we'll kind of toss it off to you. I don't know where you want to start. Maybe you can start off by giving us an update. I know we plugged it a few times. Where are they at with the new Stage Time show? Are all the kids signed up? Do they have room for more? How's that going?
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
so
that starts today, right?
That starts today after school for the little kids through 5th graders. They come right after school. We start at 3:15, and they will register then. The registration packet is on our Chihuahua Center for the Arts website, so you could download those registration forms, or that we will have some there at the building. It just takes a while. You have to fill out a registration form, a medical form, a permission, liability permission, and so it takes a little while. So it's kind of easier to have it beforehand. And then the 6th through 12th graders, they come at about 5, and their class starts at 5:15 to 7. And so this week is the first week. Next week they will have auditions already, and they'll need to bring their resume and a photo headshot. And then the next week after that, we're into rehearsals on Tuesdays and Thursdays with class on Wednesdays. Yeah. It's Finding Nemo Junior. So there'll be
Now, can
singing
kids sign up for that at the last minute since it starts today?
Okay.
Yeah, you can come in and sign up. In fact, if you were sick or you were out of town today, you could sign up next week too. But we don't really encourage that because there's a lot of learning going on that very first week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Also today, for Jenkins High School, they're playing volleyball at Colville this evening. Yeah.
Nice.
And I don't know if anybody does this, but they're playing pickleball at the golf course this morning.
That's right.
Yeah, so we got choices today. Choices.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the golf course from 9 to 11:30 is free pickleball.
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you ever done that, Chuck?
I haven't, and I meant to get an audio prepared of the rules for pickleball, but in the course of the busy weekend, I completely forgot to get it ready. but I will do that tomorrow.
I've got a friend who goes up. I just have never even went and watched it.
I got so excited about you being here, I forgot to prepare that.
Yeah, you're going to use that for an excuse for a while, aren't you?
I was amused at the story last week where they were talking about how in some towns people are complaining about the noise from pickleball courts because it's getting so popular.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
But the free pickles are only available during the tournaments, which is kind of disappointing. They don't just keep a mini fridge on the court with a jar of pickles in it.
I don't even like pickles very well. Okay, so the next day, tomorrow, Thursday, of course, the Arts Guild has got their Taste of Chihuahua. I don't know if there's any tickets available. Often they sell out, but if they are available, they're at the 2 drugstores, the outlets.
I checked yesterday. They are sold out online. As of yesterday morning, Valley Drug was sold out, and I bought the last 2 from Valley Drug. And there were 6 still available at Acres Drug, but that was yesterday morning. So I'm guessing you should probably call first.
And so you don't wait till the last minute on this because they don't sell extra tickets. And it's a wonderful event. And Chuck's going to go backwards this year, aren't you?
I'm going backwards, and I'm going to eat everything, so watch out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
It's just samples, Chuck. Just samples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't just grab the tray?
No.
You
And
just
run.
Yeah. But by the time the evening's over, you're just completely satisfied, even though you just had samples everywhere. It's a great activity.
No, it's plenty of food. And even if you could make it to everything, the chances of actually being able to eat all that is
Yeah. Also tomorrow, for those volleyball fans, the volleyball game that was scheduled at Inchelium for Monday is been changed, and it's tomorrow night, Thursday.
At Inchelium again.
At Inchelium again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went and watched their home game last week because my daughter Mary is the Inchelium coach, and Chihuahua beat them, but it was just barely. Each game was just barely. They beat them. The Inchelium played so well, and of course, they're in a much smaller category. Their whole school, K through 12, has less than our high school.
Wow.
So they're a very small school. So they did real well.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Friday we have home football against Reardon.
Woohoo.
Yeah, and we also have pickleball.
That's right.
Yeah. And Saturday is a really big day. We've got all kinds
Don't forget the farmers market on Friday.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 11 to 3:30. We'll toss that in, too. That's all right. I'm following along, but I'm staring at the chamber calendar. So.
And you know
That's
what?
good.
I forgot to get the chamber calendar up. I wasn't thinking about that, getting that up and going first.
Yeah.
So you could follow along with that, too.
Yeah, because I got stuff off of there, but I didn't know how much I should pull off because you guys will feed in, too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But Saturday's a big day. There is
Yes.
volleyball at Asotin. There's cross country also at Asotin. Anybody have any idea where Asotin is?
No.
I don't know. I've seen that name. I don't know. Anyway, at Asotin, the chamber auction and gala.
Mm-hmm.
And in the morning, if you want to learn something, the Debbie's Flower Barn is having a fresh wreath making class from 10 a.m. to 11:30. Which, if you're into that sounds like kind of fun. Her house is on the way towards the golf course as you leave town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I understand that Fired Up Pizza is also having their 509's Finest Karaoke that night. That's why I got that off of something. So that's a big deal. I mean, Saturday, you should be able to find anything that you want to do, Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, besides paint the deck.
Well, Sunday I'm going to start building a platform to put up a shed. So I'll be joining you in other tedious,
Good.
not
and,
fun stuff.
And Sunday is the Blues and Brews Jam that's at Fired Up Pizza too. And I saw pictures on Facebook. It looked like they had a lot of fun this last Sunday doing that.
Nice.
Do they do it every Sunday?
I believe so, yeah. And actually, Doug McQuain, one of our very own Dirt Road, Doug McQuain, is the host of that.
Aha, that's fun. Monday, of course, is pickleball. And next Tuesday, the library has their story time. And Jenkins has volleyball at Kettle Falls and cross-country league meet at Reardon. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So I just want to back to the library. This I announced it on Monday, but they have started a monthly brick building club over at the library.
I heard that when
Yes.
you announced it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So-
is that those little tiny
Yeah, Lego brick. Yeah,
Lego? I've
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
that show on TV, whatever it's called.
Brickmasters.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's really a fun show.
It is. Yeah, and that's going to be the second Monday of every month over in the library from now on. That's going to be 3:30.
And have you gone to join it?
I have not, but I have in storage in my storage unit a ton of Lego. So, yeah. Unfortunately,
All right, so I found a Soton.
Oh, good. Tell us where it is.
It is south of Lewiston.
Oh,
okay,
South of Lewiston. Yeah, it's
Okay.
way down there.
yeah.
so it's in Idaho.
Yeah, it says for me, if I want to go to the game, it'll take me 46 hours to drive there. It's 3,070 miles, so I might pass.
Wait, so interstate play—that's a big deal, right?
I think so.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, a little more information too, really quick about the Taste of Chewila. There's going to be music, art exhibits, not art Egyptians. There's going to be there's going to be that art auction over at the brewery featuring desserts, and the food is served from 4:30 to 7, and the auction goes until 8:30.
And it's been my experience that they run out of food in a lot of places before 7 because everybody's out at 4:30, and it's
yeah.
a fun activity.
Yeah, you got to get there early.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And this is kind of fun. Kids under 9 are free if they're accompanied with an adult. So we're taking my granddaughter.
Nice.
She's going with.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think I could have just pretended my 16-year-olds were 9?
No.
We can't get away with that anymore. It's been
Yeah.
a few years since we've been able to do that.
It's a fundraiser, Chuck.
I know, I'm kidding. Don't do that. And then that the Chamber of Commerce's auction and gala. Those doors open at 6. Doors open at 4:30. Apologies, and dinner starts at 6 p.m.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that should be a good activity. And then the last one I have is that next Wednesday, a week from today, is, I can never pronounce it, Pechakucha?
Pechakucha, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think I've missed one of those. Those are wonderful.
Oh,
yeah.
I know quite a few people that are presenting this year. It's
Oh,
gonna
really?
Be, yeah,
I don't have the lineup. I don't think. Or
So for
maybe I
people
do.
that haven't heard of that, why don't you guys, since you've both been there, kind of explain how it works in Chewila?
Yeah, do you want to go, Sharon, or do you want me to?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's so you have it's a presentation. You have 20 slides with 20 seconds each slide that you have to present about your interest or your art that you create. And it's basically they pre-prepare their slides, and the slides automatically shift every 20 seconds. So if you don't get done with that slide in 20 seconds, you gotta just move on to the next one.
And it's really fun to watch because some people
is.
just talk, and some people say, and that's all they say.
Yeah. Here's the next one.
Yeah.
Here's my next slide. And Joe Wilzinski is doing one again this year. Not to single him out, but he's always fun to watch. He's always fun to see
Yeah.
this. He's
I did
very
find,
enthusiastic.
I found the list, and Petey Volker is going to be showing some set construction, step-by-step of building a boat.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a display boat. It says for Dodson's Jewelry in Coeur d'Alene. Joe Wazinski, Tracy Manley will be creating visual details. Wayne Peterson, John Sebastian,
Nice.
and Tim Nelson.
Very cool.
Nielsen. Yeah, so that's a really good variety of different types of artists. Yeah, so it should be fun to watch.
Yeah. It's we always end up missing it though. I don't know why. We always have something else going. Like last year, we bought tickets to a concert that night, and we're not gonna be able to make it. But
Yeah, well, and this is free. I mean, they do
I know.
ask like a donation of $1 each if you can afford it. Most people can afford it.
yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
No, it's really fun. I really enjoy those, but we keep missing them.
All right, and you said that was your last one,
Yep,
Sharon?
Yep.
All right, I have one that was sent directly into the KCHW through the KCHW website. And if you are a nonprofit at a community group, school, and you want to get your events out on the radio, you can always visit us at kchw.org or northernlightspublicradio.com. Go to the Contact Us page. There you're going to find a form. On that form, you can even attach, if you have a poster, a PDF of your poster, something like that, you can attach it too. And that's what they did at the Stevens County Conservation District. I didn't even know this was a thing. They are having a field day. Now, the Stevens County Conservation District, Washington State University, and the WSU Stevens County Extension developed a partnership to collaborate with local communities to establish a working lands experimentation facility. So this is like an experimentation farm. Goals to explore the area's relevant agricultural and forest management practices and techniques in a manner that benefits the small farmer and landowners. This is coming up. Let me find the dates. It's kind of, I don't want to pick on them, but their poster's kind of all over the place. You got to get tickets for this. They're $10 for adults, free for 17 and under, and it is going to include a barbecue lunch. It's also going to be going on at 5281 Hattery Owens Road in Deer Park between 9 and 3. They're offering free booth spaces to businesses and vendors, entities involved in agriculture, and you can reserve that by calling 509-684-7579. Imagine this is going to be a big deal for landowners and farmers in our area. 509-684-7579, and let me see, I want to go backwards here. It is September 23rd, so it's coming up right around the corner between 9 and 3. One more time, that phone number, 684-7579.
You know, where I was growing up in Alaska, outside of Wasilla, we had an experimental farm, and that's where the 4-H was based. And as a middle schooler, I got to stick my hand inside. You ever seen those where they have like the tube that they can open up the port into a cow?
Oh.
And I actually got to, like a surgically implanted tube, and I got to stick my hand inside the stomach of a cow.
Nice.
Yeah, probably not very nice to the cow, but it seemed like a happy cow.
Things not to share at breakfast.
I know, right?
All right. Let's see what else is going on this. It was you get to learn about livestock processing, direct marketing, economics, and more from local operators, specialists, and agency personnel. They said they'll have a lot of great booths from local agricultural businesses and groups as well, and they call it a field day. All right. I think we made it all the way through. If nobody else has any more community events, a couple news headlines, people asking themselves, scratching their heads.
I do actually.
What's going on with the planet?
I do have one more thing, Scott. We have our it's the very first concert in the sold out concert series right here at KCHW on September 22nd. Those tickets are going to go on for sale later today. Later today. Tickets will be available at Valley Drug, the Chula Independent office, and through the Chula Creative District website on the calendar, and we're going to work on getting those available right on kchw.org.
Yeah, as soon as you send me that info, I will get it up here in the next day or two and let you know, and you can throw that in there too.
And if those tickets get sold out, we will be playing that live on the air as the concert happens. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Kind of a deal. We want you to come set in the seats and support public radio, right?
Exactly.
Now tell us a little about who's going to be performing and the date again.
Oh, it's September 22nd. The doors will open at 6:30. We have a young man, Tristan Saylor, as our opening act. He was the winner of Chihuahua's Got Talent in 2019. So that's going to be really exciting to have him back. And then our main act is a young man named Isaac Tenasket. He's from Wellpinnet. He's had a video go. One of his videos has 15 million views. He's a pretty amazing singer. He's a solo artist. It's going to be himself and a guitar. He's really busy right now. He's on the powwow circuits doing these big, massive performances with dancers. And we're not going to have the dancers here, but yeah, he's really out there killing it right now. And he's managing to find some time in his busy schedule to come by and do a show for us.
And Tristan kind of sang in a style I remember at the talent show, kind of like I would say Frank Sinatra and the Crooners. Is he going to be doing that for you?
I believe so. Yes. Yep.
He's going to have. He can sing too. That'll be fun. All right, 22nd.
Yep, September 22nd, coming up really, really soon. You're gonna have to come and get your tickets quick.
Yes, and it's going to be right there in the Northern Lights Theater, and seating is limited to about 60 chairs. So don't wait. And what are those ticket prices going to be, Chuck?
$20 for tickets.
All right. Back into the news headlines. Kind of scary when you think about it. Across our globe, 8 catastrophic floods in 11 days. And that's across, especially, I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures from eastern Libya. It is horrific. It is, I don't know. I feel really shocked at the way this summer has turned out across the globe. It's kind of scary. Did we wait too long to save the planet?
I think we got trapped in one of those weird alternate universes where everything is off.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
Scary.
Someone disrupted the timeline.
Take time to do your part.
Yeah.
All right. I was really wanted to talk about... Oh, it's the comet. So, I was going to do this with weather. I missed it. Comet Nishimura. At its closest point to Earth this week, it won't visit again for 435 years. And you guys, if you want to get up early, should be able to see it. Comet Nishimura has an estimated orbital period of 435 years, meaning it doesn't get back to us till 2458.
I'll wait till the next one.
Your kids' kids. We'll wait for the next one.
Yeah.
So if you've been wanting to get out and see it for yourself, this week is your last chance. For those in the northern hemisphere, this comet Nishimura has just a few days left before it moves closer to the sun and will no longer be visible in the pre-dawn hours. It's supposed to glow kind of green. To see it before it's gone for the next 400 years, you'll need to get up early before the sun rises, look to the east-southeast in the hour or so before dawn, and find the Leo constellation. The comet will be making its way down the lion's tail this week by September 16th, and will be rising along with the sun. A stargazing app could be your best chance to help you locate it if you have a hard time. I'd like to see some pictures of people with the telescopes that take pictures. I'd like to see some pictures of this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty.
And what was the date again?
Through the 16th, and then it'll be the sun will be blocking it from being seen.
Okay.
All right. Musically, it took 36 years for someone to do this again. But last night at the MTV Music Video Awards, Taylor Swift tied the record for the most competitive category. Video Music Award wins in a single night at 9.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Does anybody know who set that record or what the song was?
No.
I'm guessing it was Michael Jackson with something or another.
It was 1987. It was a groundbreaking video. Nobody had ever seen anything like it before.
Was it Take On Me? That's the best music video of all time.
No, but that's a good guess because of the cartoon, right?
Yeah.
And the drawing sketch,
Yeah.
what was going through it. No, that's a good guess, but you made me laugh. It was Peter Gabriel. What was the song, Chuck?
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer took in 9 wins back in 1987. 36-year run with that, and she didn't break it. She tied it.
Wow.
But the picture online today where she's like standing with 9 awards in front of her with a dumbfounded look on her face. That's kind of cute.
You know, so I've never considered myself a Taylor Swift fan. But working here at the station, there's a lot of times I find myself bopping along to something and I look over to say, oh, who is this? It's always Taylor Swift. Yeah.
There you go.
So there
you go. See? Sometimes, though, the chewing gum does lose its flavor.
That's
Just
true.
saying. All right. If you're doing any flying, take note. You know, we feel like, you get a little nervous when you come into the checkpoint. When TSA is going to search you and your bags, it's kind of an uncomfortable feeling. You're in line. They're making you put your arms up. They're making you walk through a booth. One thing you're not doing is watching the TSA agents, and maybe you should, because this is like the third story in the past month. Miami International Airport, TSA agents caught on camera stealing stuff out of passengers' luggage all day long.
Wow.
So when you get to your destination and you wonder where your camera is, he's got it. That's kind of scary. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And one last story. This from the health. I think it's the last one. No. Yep. Oh, no, I got two. All right. This one, though, is from the world of health. One of the things I really like is cashews. One of those things for me, those snacks, when you start eating it, that you can't stop.
Nope.
And one of my kids said to me, because I was dieting and I was going cashew crazy. And one of the girls said to me, that she goes, you should keep eating cashews. And I said, why? And she goes, because you're really happy. And they say cashews make you happy.
I agree with that statement right there. I love a cashew.
All right. So if you eat cashews, number one, you're going to have more energy. Number two, it'll help you lose weight as long as you stick to the recommended portion of cashews, not like the whole can at once.
What?
I think it's like 14 or something, I bet you.
Oh.
A little handful.
Dietitians say that cashews can contribute to healthy weight loss. This, they explain, is because the protein, fiber, and healthy fats make them super satiating, so you'll be less likely to be hungry later. So nuts are known for their high calorie and fat content, which often leads individuals to assume that they should limit their nut consumption if trying to lose weight. However, emerging research is showing a connection between diets rich in nuts with more substantial weight loss and lower overall body weights compared to diets that don't contain nuts. So, ate away.
I lost 150 pounds eating nuts all day, every day.
There you go.
Yep.
All right. So that was number two. You could lose weight. Number three, you're going to notice more regularity in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. All right. To help support digestion. Number four, you're going to lower your risk of cardiovascular disease because of the unsaturated fat content. Regular consumption as part of a balanced diet may help lower the risk of heart disease by improving cholesterol and reducing inflammation. And number five, maybe this is where the feel-good part of it comes in. Eating cashew nuts every day is also good for your brain. They're rich in carotenoids and polyphenols, two types of powerful antioxidants. These compounds hold the potential to alleviate inflammation and provide defense against certain diseases. So people like me with lots of arthritis, that could be something that definitely helps too. So cashews definitely considered a brain food. There you go.
When I had nerve damage, that was one of the things the doctor recommended was lots of nuts for your nervous system. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
All right, and this I did not know, and the company of did not know, and wow, first cat in space.
Meow.
Monkeys and dogs were usually used to test whether humans could survive outside the Earth's atmosphere, but 60 years ago, the French tried something a little different.
Of course they did.
French. In a few weeks, space scientists will celebrate a remarkable event to the 60th anniversary of the launch of the first cat into space. No, it wasn't a catapult.
Oh, that's terrible.
Sorry. A small black and white Persian stray named Felicity flew on a French rocket on a suborbital mission in October of 1963, reached an altitude of 154 kilometers, taking her to a place where no feline has gone before or since. And I wish I would have been ready this morning. I could have popped up the little picture. It looks like they've got a thing that keeps their head in place, which is kind of scary. Early 60s, dogs and monkeys were animals used scientists to find out exactly how dangerous conditions were in outer space and to assess if humans could survive trips beyond the edge of Earth's atmosphere. Russia preferred dogs. U.S. generally chose monkeys, but France decided to be different. Total of 14 stray cats were gathered by staff at the French space agency CERMA. They were selected for then as feline astronauts, though the cats were deliberately not given names in order to prevent scientists from becoming too fond of them. Cats, that would have broke my heart if I sent my cat into space.
Right.
A cat selected to travel space was simply known as C341. Then after news was announced of its flight on a Veronica rocket on the 18th of October in 1963, the cat subsequently safely returned to Earth. The French press decided this feline trailblazer had to have a name, and they picked Felix after the cartoon cat character, only to discover it was a girl. Her name was adjusted then to Felicity as a result. First cat in space.
And it returned safely.
I think that's the best part of the story, is that it came back safely. She came back safely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wouldn't have done it if she didn't. That would have just been depressing.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I got to go rub a cat's butt. All right, so we're going to wrap up this segment, and I can't believe I get to do this. I'm going to pit Sharon versus Chuck in trivia.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
We've been talking about
I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Oh, I
All
try
right,
to answer.
little hints for.
Oh.
You'll do good. I bet you'll do good, Sharon.
I try it when I'm
All right.
listening to you guys, and I'm failed miserably.
I do it on the air and I fail miserably.
I'll try to give you better hints. And the time of the season for this question I'm going to ask is upon us. Okay, it's alive, and the average weight of one of these is 244 pounds, and you'll be seeing them on TV.
Football players.
Yes, Sharon. She starts
very
off
good.
all worried, and look at that. Look at her go.
I was thinking like giant pumpkins,
That's what came to my mind first, too.
pumpkin contest.
Well, I
at the
guess
fair.
they could be alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Americans eat 300,000 tons of this each year. You can now even get it in cereal.
Cashews.
No, it's
No.
a liquidy kind of lumpy thing.
Some kind of cheese?
In cereal?
Oh, I don't know. I just made that up.
Marshmallows.
Because I would eat cheese puffs and milk for breakfast, just saying.
That would be good. Actually, that sounds good. Is it marshmallows?
It is not marshmallows. What are they? All over in the dairy aisle. Americans eat 300,000 tons of it a year. So now you even get it on cereal and candy bars.
Yogurt?
Chocolate?
Yogurt.
Yogurt.
We'll take yogurt.
I do like yogurt-covered cashews.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Now I'm going to guess Sharon's going to do better at this one. It's which came first. I'm going to give you two products, and you tell me which one was invented first. So, first up, penicillin or insulin? Which was invented first?
Penicillin.
I don't know. Penicillin was a long time ago, but insulin was a long time ago, too. So, yeah, I'm thinking penicillin, too.
And you should have stuck with your gut there, Sharon. It was insulin, 1921, penicillin, 1943.
Wow.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Louis Pasteur,
Big
you're
Yeah.
late in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
All right, tough one here. The Whopper or the Big Mac?
Well, I had a Big Mac before I ever had a Whopper, so I'm saying Big Mac.
I'm actually gonna go with the Whopper because it sounds wrong, so it's probably right.
And good guess there, Chuck. The Whopper, 1957. The Big Mac, 1968.
Ooh, big difference again.
Wow.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Oh, I glanced over to Facebook, and our one of our board members, Jamie Tidwell, was educating us. Again, I heard Chuck. I didn't want to correct him, but I heard him say when I said Assout, I said it was below Lewiston. She says it's in Washington. It's the county seat for Clarkston.
Oh.
So it's right in that area.
Oh,
when we were
okay.
talking about the
Okay.
game and if
Yeah.
people wanted to go. So Assout is down by Lewiston, Clarkston. And she said, "Hi, Sharon, you're rocking it."
She is.
Thank you.
She is.
All right. So now the drinking straw or the cocktail umbrella.
Oh, the cocktail umbrella.
I really want it to be the cocktail umbrella. I'm gonna go with that.
And Sharon, you chose
I said the cocktail umbrella.
umbrella
Yeah.
as well. Okay.
Yeah.
You're both wrong. Cocktail umbrella, 1932. The drinking straw, 1888.
Wow.
The World Series or the Super Bowl? Which came first?
World Series.
I'm gonna say again because it seems wrong to me. I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl.
Oh, Chuck.
Okay.
Yeah, Sharon, it was World Series 1903. Chuck, Super Bowl didn't take off till 1967.
I know. I thought it might have been one of those trick things where you like baseball's clearly older, but maybe it was like they didn't name it that. till
I
later.
just remember the kids at school, and it was a big deal to listen to the World Series and root for your team when I was in grade school, and that would have been in the 1950s.
Fun trivia. Do you
I
know
like how she paused.
Fun trivia though. Do you know where the name Super Bowl came from? It was one of the commissioner of the NFL at the time. They were trying to come up with a name for the championship game, and his kid had one of those pink bouncy balls from back in the day, and it was called, written on the ball, was Super Ball. And he was watching his kid play with it, and he looked at the ball, and he's like, Super Ball, Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll call it the Super Bowl, and that's where the name Super Bowl came from.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
true story.
Look at that.
Yep.
Do you get bonus? Should we give him bonus points for that, Sharon?
Oh, yeah, 300.
300 bonus points for a truck.
I'm a fountain of
Average-
useless trivia.
Next trivia question. Average man buys 7 of these a year.
Well,
7 a year.
Razor blades? No, I don't know.
It's not sticks of deodorant.
And it's not hats. Is it a new shirt? No.
It is not.
That would be a lot of new shirts.
Yeah.
I don't know
would
what
like
kind of
that
hint
also.
to give you either, because if I give you a hint, you'll guess it right away.
Okay. Is it hard, inanimate, whatever, however you say that word?
Inanimate?
Yeah.
Inanimate.
Not moving.
It is not an inanimate object.
Okay.
It's something that could be alive, or at least was alive.
Oh, I was going to say puppy dogs, but that gets dark.
You wouldn't get 7 of them a year.
Have you been to my house? Yeah.
Gosh.
All right. Did anybody make a guess there? I lost you for a second.
No, we're just...
Just 7 of them a year.
And it's not something to eat.
Probably, I would say, majority of the time, definitely for women.
Chocolate?
You're getting warmer, Sharon.
Oh, it is something you can eat?
Some people do.
Oh, that's a terrible
On a
cue.
dare.
Goldfish.
Looking for bouquet of flowers.
Oh,
Average man
Wow.
buys 7 of them a year.
wow.
Sorry.
I am so lucky. Marion told me she hates flowers because they die.
Sorry, honey. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody else is buying 20, 40, 80 because I haven't gotten that.
Right.
It's probably more like a guy like Chuck that's in trouble all the time.
Oh. Now I'd probably get in more trouble for buying the flowers. Spending money on
You
something that's
spent money
already
on
dead.
what?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to waste some money that Sharon might remember this one from the news. It was September 19th, 1968. And it was the very, very first time this unique event occurred on San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, and it hit the news.
I really don't remember. I would have been in college. Maybe a
It
wedding.
wasn't anything bad.
A wedding?
No.
And
You're
wasn't
close. Similar.
a race across
I was-
there?
Similar to maybe a wedding or something like that.
Okay.
Oh.
A bar mitzvah.
Later on, they would have had, 13 years later, they would have had the bar mitzvah.
A birth.
A birth.
And yes.
Wow.
They both get it. I kind of gave it away, didn't I?
She beat me by a hair, I think. I think she beat me.
All right, just a couple more, then we're going to go to break. Let's see. Each year in the U.S., 15,000 fires are started by this. It goes through your house.
Electricity.
No, sir.
A window. A window.
A fire started by a window? I don't think
Through
so.
the sun going through the glass and starting a fire? No? Like a magnifying glass sort of thing?
No.
How
No.
about a 4-year-old kid?
Yeah.
It goes through your house?
You know how they run through the house.
That number's probably a bit higher.
A fire goes through your house.
So each year in the U.S., 15,000 fires are started by this, and it's something that goes through your house.
Okay, how
Through the
about
walls, through the roof.
the dryer vent?
A dryer vent is
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So remember to clean those out.
Clean them out.
Yeah.
Average kitchen has 6 of these.
Wooden spoons.
Not wooden spoons. It's a certain type of glass for liquids. Average kitchen has 6 of them. A certain type of glass for liquids.
Measuring cups?
No.
Mason jars?
No.
Because those are our drinking cups.
You might get one from a radio station or an insurance agent.
Oh, coffee mugs.
There you go.
There we go.
Average person uses one of these 10 times a day. I don't believe there's one in the studio unless Chuck added it.
Oh.
A box of Kleenexes.
No.
I
Good
do
guess.
have that
though.
in the
Average
studio.
person uses one of these 10 times. If you're using the 10 times a day, you've got a problem if you're using Kleenex 10 times
Well,
a day. You should see a doctor.
Oh, we use it 10 times a day. Is it a...
It's not the fridge, but it'd be kind of that similar thing. You use it throughout the day.
Is it a
The
couch?
microwave?
No. What did you say, Chuck?
A couch?
A couch?
You have one here.
Yeah, we do have one
Yeah.
here. It kind of like, is it not a microwave, and we use it 10 times a day.
Wow.
Yeah, usually it's in the kitchen, but you can have them throughout your house.
And it's not it's not a mini fridge.
It's not a mini fridge.
What do I
You
have?
probably have several of them in your house and a couple outside.
Oh, I was going to say a sink, but I don't have any.
Like a faucet? You have a couple of those in the house.
That is something you could use 10 times a day. Nope. It's sitting on the floor.
A vacuum.
10 times
You're really
a day?
close.
No, I don't
A
use it.
broom.
You're still, and Chuck's really close too. So you've used the vacuum and you use that broom. Where are you going to put that stuff?
The
the
garbage
closet.
can.
Oh, you guys are like pulling teeth.
The closet.
You're like pulling teeth, filing it down, and putting it back in your mouth with super glue.
What is it? The trash can.
All right. All the following laws are loony, but one of them is made up. Tell me
Hey,
which one is made up.
You didn't
What-
give us the answer.
What was it?
To the
Average trash can.
what's
so
trash
I
can?
did.
Okay.
I did say
Yeah.
that, and then Chuck said that. We
Yeah.
both said that.
Yeah.
I know, and I said good job or
Oh.
something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't.
But it was like pulling teeth.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right. All right. Which one's the loony law? Or they're probably all loony. Which one's real, or which is what we're going to look for? All the following laws are loony. One of them is made up. You're going to have to tell me which one is made up.
Okay.
In Michigan, it's against the law for a lady to lift her skirt more than 6 inches while walking through a mud puddle. In Brussels, Belgium, in Brussels, Belgium, all cheese must be sold in a brown paper wrapping tied closed with white cord. And women in New Mexico may not legally be seen in public with hairy legs. Which one is made up?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the hairy legs.
I'm gonna go with the hairy legs.
Oh, really?
Or the lifting the skirt 6 inches.
Hairy legs. True. Women in Carrizo, New Mexico may not legally be seen in public with hairy legs.
What?
And in Michigan, it is against the law for a lady to lift her skirt more than 6 inches while walking through a puddle. The one that seemed normal, that all cheese must be sold in a brown paper wrapping, that was the fake one.
Oh, wow. There's so many like laws and restrictions with
Yeah.
cheeses and regions and
Yeah. Yep.
Breakfast bingo as we head out the door. I say 3 words. You tell me what they have in common. By the time you guys are done, you'll have spelt bingo. Straw, blue, and poison.
berry.
Where Boise is located.
Idaho.
I believe that's Ohio.
The island in Dream World featured in Peter Pan.
Neverland.
Something that's disgusting.
Gross.
And you press 0 on your phone to reach this person.
The
Operator.
operator.
And the two of you have spelled bingo! All right, we come back. We're going to have local birthdays, celebrity birthdays. We'll teach you a little bit of history, and we'll wrap it all up with today's odd news. But you got to stay right here. Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7.
It's 8:23. Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chihuahua. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW, Chihuahua, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chihuahua.
The Public News Service NOAA Newscast, September the 12th, 2023. I'm Mike Clifford. Indiana is losing wetlands, even as the state has made some effort to protect them. Our Terry D tells us about one group's work to increase awareness.
Wetlands provide wildlife habitat, purify and recharge groundwater for drinking, and reduce flood risk by storing water. However, Indiana has lost up to 90% of its wetlands. The legislature provided some protection for the rest in 2021, but last year, a special task force found that shrinking wetlands are having significant negative effects on the environment. Indra Frank at the Hoosier Environmental Council says lawmakers should be doing more.
Now we have data showing that our state's wetlands law is not doing much in the way of protection. So the Indiana General Assembly certainly could make changes. They could also make changes to provide incentives for landowners who preserve or who restore wetlands.
Indiana has about 800,000 wetland acres, down from more than 5 million some 200 years ago, and with no statewide plan to manage them.
Now from CNN, a major hurricane Lee will continue to grow in size after a crucial northward turn midweek, which will determine the extent and severity of its impact on the Northeast, New England, Bermuda, and Canada. CNN reports Lee was a 120-mile-per-hour Category 3 hurricane on Monday. It was located well north of the Leeward Islands in Puerto Rico in the Atlantic Ocean. It's expected to weaken, but grow in size and speed up after it makes its northward turn in the coming days. Although it may be weaker, a larger storm has the potential to impact a more widespread area, increasing the likelihood Lee will affect the eastern seaboard. And if you travel through rural parts of Wisconsin, chances are you'll pass a dollar store. A new report says corporate retailers have too much of a presence in smaller communities.
The 2023 Rural Policy Action Report, which has input from nearly 30 organizations, urges federal policymakers to advance bills that would strengthen antitrust laws in hopes of seeing fewer mergers, including in agribusiness. Katie Milani is with the Independent Business Institute for Local Self-Reliance and contributed to the report. She argues big box chains have been given a lot of flexibility to add stores across rural America.
We have seen in the last 50 years significant consolidation in our economy. You go to any town across the country and a lot of them look the same. It's the same dollar stores, the same Walmart.
Her group notes the FTC needs stronger enforcement of laws addressing deals bigger retailers get from suppliers, allowing them to mark down prices. Chains like Dollar General defend their growth, saying they often get requests from rural areas for new stores. I'm Mike Moen.
This is Public News Service. Hundreds of thousands of Mainers are expected to benefit from the Biden administration's recent announcement that it will begin drug price negotiations with Medicare.
A list of 10 widely used medicines treating cancer, diabetes, and other conditions marks the start of a new program aimed at lowering what are some of the highest prescription drug prices in the world. State Director for AARP Maine, Noel Bonham, calls it a monumental step forward.
It will make a huge difference in the lives of Mainers, not just in terms of their financial security, but in terms of their general well-being, because then they're not having to make really tough choices.
Bonham says those choices often include paying for doctor-prescribed medications or paying for heat or food. Pharmaceutical companies have vowed to sue the federal government to prevent it from lowering drug prices, claiming it will prevent future drug research and innovation. I'm Catherine Carley reporting.
Over the next 4 years, Medicare will negotiate prices for up to 60 drugs covered under Medicare Part D and Part B, and up to an additional 20 drugs every year after that. Meantime, the focus at universities in the fall is getting students started in their new semesters, but increasingly schools are also doing more to recognize and address the mental health challenges of staying in school.
According to a Lumina Foundation study, almost 70% of students in bachelor's degree programs contemplate dropping out of college, citing the emotional stress. At William Peace University, student Alyssa Poteet says she's seen it firsthand. She says even after the pandemic, students continue to grapple with heightened stressors.
So they're very involved and they're in a new environment. Therefore, mental health issues are skyrocketing, and sometimes it's hard to find good resources.
Poteet says another challenge is that students hesitate to seek help due to the absence of their regular healthcare provider or the inconvenience of scheduling appointments. Shantia Hudson reporting.
Finally, Edwin J. Vieira lets us know advocates for affordable housing in Virginia are holding a forum today for Richmond region candidates to speak with local residents about the state's housing crisis.
Across Virginia, the median rent has increased 24%. Earlier this year, the city of Richmond declared a housing crisis based on low housing inventory. Virginia's General Assembly has taken up legislation to aid with this issue in the past, though it hasn't always been successful. Laura Dobbs, with Housing Opportunities Made Equal, describes part of what the state could do.
The state needs to invest a lot in housing, both on the affordable side of simply preserving our existing affordable housing stock, building more affordable housing, but also on the homeownership side.
She adds the state has an opportunity to invest in a more robust down payment assistance program for homeowners.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Here are some radio stations, big and small, your favorite podcast platform. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW 102.7. We make it so easy to listen to Northern Lights Public Radio. Of course, in your car. Online through our websites at kchw.org or northernlightspublicradio.com. We're on your smartphone too. Use the Radio Deck or TuneIn app. And now we're even on Amazon. If you've got the new Amazon Echo with the Alexa app, just say, "Alexa, play KCHW," and boom, you're there. We're mixing it up. Old school radio or new modern technology. It's always KCHW 102.7.
Welcome back to the second half of the KCHW Morning Show with Scott Allen, myself, Chuck Ritchie, and our newest Wednesday morning show co-host, Sharon Ludwig.
Good morning. Yay.
Killing it this morning, Sharon. You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Although, Chuck, you sounded like you might have forgot my name.
I was going to say Scott, and then I decided to, at the last second, to say Allen, and I hesitated.
All right. Just say like my mom did when she was mad at me. Scott Allen.
Scott Allen. Get over here.
All right. So we start off this segment with local birthdays, and which one of you fine folks is delivering those to us?
Do you want to do it, Sharon?
I don't care.
Okay, there you go. I'll pass off the calendar.
Okay.
Who's got the best eyes? All right.
Yeah.
Looking at birthdays for the 13th of September already. Wow.
Cameron Oh my gosh, I can't read this
Do you want me to do it?
It's too dark.
Oh, okay, yeah. We have to keep the light off above here because it's got a bad ballast and it hums too loud to go out over the air. Okay, so
support public radio now so we can get lights.
Please. Oh gosh, yeah, it is Cameron Wishar, I'm going to say. Pardon me if I butchered your last name. Stephen Rooker with birthdays, and then Nick and Nerissa Smith have an anniversary today.
There you go. Here's the applause for them. You know them, you love them, see them around town. Point and laugh. Tell them we talked about them on the radio. Don't tell them what we said.
That's right. And really quick, the Lions Club is compiling their 2024 calendars right now. They have the deadline to get your name on their next year is the 25th of September, so coming right up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Celebrity birthdays for today. Jacqueline Bissett from Bullet in the Deep, 79. Jean Smart from Designing Women in Hacks, 72. Randy Jones, who was the cowboy on the Village People, 71.
Wow.
He can do the V, but he can't do the M. Or the Y, excuse me, but he can't do the M.
He has shoulder problems.
Yeah, shoulder problems. Radio TV personality Tavis Smiley, 59. TV and movie producer Tyler Perry, 54. Luis Lombard, Sophia Curtis on CSI, 53. And fashion designer Stella McCartney, 52. Ben Savage from Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World, 43. Country singer, songwriter Hardy is 33. And Niall Horan from One Direction. And, of course, he was on The Voice and a solo career. He's a great singer. He is 30. And Lily Reinhart from Riverdale, 27 today. We move into history. And for that, we go to Sharon Ludwig.
Ooh.
In 1899, Henry Bliss was the first person in the United States to be killed in an automobile accident.
Way to kick it up
the way
on
you
a high
delivered
note.
that. Do I keep doing it?
Yeah,
or does
keep
this-
going.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Do 'em all.
1985, Nintendo released its smash hit Super Mario Brothers.
And the world was never the same.
That's right. In 1996, Tupac Shakur?
Tupac Shakur.
Shakur.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Died 6 days after being
He's a rapper.
shot in Los Angeles. That's too bad. 1990, the first episode of Law and Order aired on NBC, and now they have 45 different reincarnations of that show.
Law and Order Chihuahua.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ba-bum.
In 2001, civilian aircraft traffic in the U.S., which has been grounded following the September 11,
2001.
Okay, 2001. I've got it cut off there. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I can move it over a little. Attacks
there
was
we go.
allowed to resume. In 2017, the International Olympic Committee announced Paris in 2024 and Los Angeles in 2028 will host the Olympic Games.
Okay.
Cool.
In 2019, Felicity Huffman was sentenced to 14 days in prison for her role in the college admissions scandal.
Ooh.
In 2021, Nicki Minaj tweeted misinformation about vaccines, making men impotent, forcing prominent officials to publicly debunk it. And people
All right, going back to 1980.
I was going to say people probably believed her over the officials just because she's got a popular name.
Usually,
you know?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I want to go back to 1985 when Nintendo released its smash hit Super Mario Brothers. Sharon, have you ever played a video game?
No. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I was just curious. I've never played Super Mario Brothers, believe that or not.
What?
Maybe I've played it.
Yeah, even though that was
I
a
can't
thing
remember.
when I was, I've never played it. All right. Special events. We start off with the most important event of the day. It's all for Chuck Ritchie. Bald is Beautiful Day.
That's right. That's right.
Once told a bald friend, stop wearing that hat. You're always wearing that hat. You know, be like Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek and own that baldness and be proud. I said, if I lost all my hair, I would be totally showing my head off after I cried for 2 weeks.
My head isn't as pretty as Patrick Stewart's, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know, Chuck, I could share some for a price.
Oh, yeah?
And then you could use super glue to put it on your head.
Oh, I'll even help.
How much we talking? What are we talking here, Scott?
I got plenty. I got enough for you and Sharon. Can you see this thing on my head? All right. It's Fortune Cookie Day. I always liked when it's something about fortune cookies. Tell the worst fortune cookie I ever got. It said, the road of life is bumpy, and you're someone that should wear a seatbelt. All right. International Chocolate Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good. Kids take over the kitchen day. That sounds messy.
Does that include getting the kitchen and do the dishes?
What?
Does that include getting the kitchen and do the dishes?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it should.
Okay.
All right, you messed up the kitchen. Now we're going to teach you about dishes.
Yeah.
Then Celiac Awareness Day. That's a blood disease, right?
Oh, celiac. Isn't that the gluten? People that can't eat gluten?
I think maybe you're right.
I think that's people that can't eat gluten.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't eat gluten.
We're
I
like
should
three
know this.
doo-doos. Huh. I want to know who is right now. Let's keep going. Peanut Day. It's also a Positive Thinking Day. Roald Dahl Day. Snack a Pickle Day. Supernatural Day.
Ooh.
Spooky. And Uncle Sam Day. And then what is the number of the day, Chuck Ritchie?
The number of the day is 100,000. Wow, this is actually surprising. That is the number of tennis balls used each year at the U.S. Open. 1,000 tennis balls.
100,000.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 100,000. Even 1,000 would be amazing. 100,000 is
what
just
what happens
wasteful.
to all those? Do they get lost?
I hope they donate them to dog shelters.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, wouldn't that be cool?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donate them to the puppy dogs.
All right. Celiac disease is a serious autoimmune disease that occurs in genetically predisposed people where the ingestion of gluten leads to damage in the small intestines.
Good
Okay.
job.
I knew it was something bad.
Okay.
That's why I kind of thought blood disease, but I was wrong. All right, moving along this morning. We got a few more minutes. Let's move into news and nuggets. It's been released by Wallet Hub. It's the annual list of the happiest states in America. Determining happiest states, Wallet Hub examined the 50 states across 30 key metrics, ranging from the depression rate and the share of adults feeling productive to income growth and the unemployment rate. Happiest states, Utah, number 1.
Huh. Wow.
Hawaii, number 2. Maryland, number 3. Minnesota coming in at number 4. And get this, New Jersey at 5?
You noticed that Maine and Washington were neither one on that list.
But people from
No.
New Jersey are always so
Unhappiest-
angry. They always seem so angry.
Upset?
Yeah, the New Jersey
Yeah.
people. They're always yelling and angry and screaming at each other.
I think it's just their way. They're happy.
Right. kind of like New Yorkers. They love a good argument, you know?
All right, and the unhappiest states, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Kentucky, Arkansas, Tennessee, Louisiana, West Virginia. Chuck, what do they all have in common?
They are they're all in the South.
Yeah, they're all in the South.
They're all really, really
Yeah.
oppressively hot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
I think
humid.
so. I think heat makes people angry.
Mm-hmm.
And all the wildlife in the South, I noticed when I lived in Tennessee, is trying to kill you. Everything is poisonous or has venom or wants to bite you, and everything is really, really aggressive.
You got bad snakes and alligators.
Yeah. All right, more on happiness. Sharon, tell us, this is one country considers citizens' happiness when implementing government policy. This could be good for everybody.
It says happiness matters, and the country of Bhutan is all in. Bhutan, located in southern Asia, is the only country in the world that formally considers its citizens' happiness when implementing government policy.
Wow.
The kingdom uses gross happiness product, or GHP, as a measuring index. For example, the country has very little advertising because its government decided it wouldn't make people any happier.
That sounds made up.
The GNH index, that isn't even the same letters, but so it must be something else, was introduced by the fourth king of Bhutan in 1972, declaring it more important than gross domestic product. Bhutan measures happiness by periodically surveying about 10% of the population and compiling statistics that fall under 9 domains: living standards, education, health, environment, community vitality, time use, psychological well-being, good governance, and cultural diversity and resilience.
I think we're all moving to Bhutan.
Right? We could learn some stuff from this.
Yeah.
Wow.
We definitely could. I like that gross happiness product instead of the gross domestic product. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Just a quick side note. Tonight's Powerball, $550 million if you're into that kind of thing. And Chuck Ritchie, explain to us how texts help you fall in love.
Yeah, so modern couples are falling in love in half the time as their parents' generations. Now it takes 163 text messages to woo your partner, on average, I guess. A study found modern technology is speeding things up for couples who now rely on social media and texting to secure a relationship, rather than good old-fashioned methods of their parents' generation, which took twice as long. Instead of obeying the 3-day rule to contact a date, the research revealed 73% of people say they were now happy to communicate with their new love interest within 4 hours of a date.
Wow, that's kind of soon, isn't it?
So the 3-day rule isn't in effect anymore?
No.
Wow.
No. Just text me. All right. So I'm one of those. I think I fell in love via texting. So there you go.
There you go.
And then I stole her from Chihuahua.
You took her from us.
All right. Say that again, Chuck.
You took her from us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Is it time for separate bedrooms? Sharing a bed with someone leaves men with reduced brain power, according to a study. This is from the scientists at the University of Vienna. Say men are more likely to have their sleep disturbed than a woman. 8 couples spent 10 nights sleeping together and then 10 nights sleeping apart for the research. While men said they slept better with their partners, simple cognitive tests showed they didn't.
Wow.
So what I've found is women are kicky.
Mine likes to pull all the covers up around
let's
herself
see.
and then blame me
Spiders.
for it.
What are you saying?
Spiders.
Spiders. So will you tell us about the spiders, Sharon, before we go to break?
Sure.
Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
With the transition from summer to autumn, you may start noticing more spiders in your home. This is because it's the time of year when male spiders are actively searching for mates. While male spiders become more visible and active during mating season, it does not mean that outdoor spiders will start invading your home. Different types of spiders tend to stay in their own environments. If you are seeing more spiders in your home, it may indicate the presence of other types of insects that the spiders are hunting. Spiders are attracted to places with an abundant food source, such as smaller insects.
Ooh.
Well, and I think
Who's scared of spiders?
Not me.
Not really. Depends on the spider, I guess.
Yeah.
And depends on if I'm grabbing something that I can't see, like something in a garage or a shed where I can't see what I'm grabbing.
Yeah,
then
I
worry a
always
little bit.
worry about them going in your shoes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had
I do too. I have boots that I keep in the foyer, and I always check them before I put my feet in them.
We had this spring, like some spiders up in the corner of the wall, like in our laundry room, like behind the washer and dryer where we couldn't really reach. And I always meant like, oh, I'll get those later. And then there were like the egg sacs. I'm like, oh, I'll get those later. And then, later on we researched what is technically the definition of an infestation, and we were in trouble. Yeah.
Should have took care of the problem right away. All right, let's wrap up today's show with the crazies.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
All right, into the odd news we go. We always start off with the news attack where the first sentence is true, second sentence is usually a horrible joke that's not even really funny. All right,
Sometimes
now, Chuck,
it
did
is.
you give
Sometimes
Sharon a lesson on how to use the menu at the top and jump back and forth between news attack and wacky but true?
Yeah, but I can't find it.
Oh,
I'm a little slow.
We'll give everyone out there a lesson. If you scroll all the way up to the top, you'll see the blue letters that say News Attack.
Okay,
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going
And there's a little blue arrow on the bottom, take you right back up there. A News Attack, we kick it off. I think it's your turn, Chuck Ritchie.
Yeah. Apple has some updated iPhones. Yep. Yeah, my favorite feature is the one where you take a picture of food and then a notification comes up reminding you that nobody cares.
Well, and some people think that's a new invention to take a picture of food. But you look at all the old painters that painted 200 years ago. What did they paint?
Food. Speaking...
Just took them longer to get that picture.
Right. Speaking of taking pictures of your food, I recently posted one on Facebook, and I forgot to mention it earlier for our Isaac Tenasket concert. Our two sponsors for the show are the new Andy's Sandwich Shop in town and Valley Drug.
Oh, good for them.
Woo!
Like that segue?
Thank you, guys.
It was rough. It was a rough segue, but I did it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Woman in Vietnam drove her car into a pond while texting. Fortunately, she was able to swim to safety. Of course, it took her twice as long because she was still texting.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Sharon?
According to an online poll, Manhattan, New York has the most attractive people. The first sign you now see as you enter says, "Welcome to Manhattan. We're so out of your league."
Then they're not returning your text messages and giving you fake numbers. Yeah. Surveillance video has been released showing 3 TSA agents stealing money from passengers. Yeah, so TSA now stands for taking some assets. Wow.
After 17 doctors couldn't diagnose what was wrong with her 4-year-old son, a mom says the Chat GPT AI gave him a correct diagnosis. I read this story online.
Wow.
Artificial intelligence can cure sick kids, but it still can't tell my Roomba to visit that one corner of the bedroom.
It never goes there.
So this is the same thing, but it also says my microwave tells me how to treat a cold. It says soup right on the front.
Mm-hmm.
For that 4-year-old boy. Yep.
All right, go ahead.
All right,
go
back
ahead.
to you, Chuck.
I was gonna give the last one to Sharon.
Okay, a survey found 3% of couples said they never argue at all, and 16% they said they argue once a year or less. These are the types of couples who show up for reality TV auditions and are immediately shown the door. Yeah.
We need people that fight a lot more than you guys.
Yeah.
You guys
All
are
right, onto the world. Yeah. Onto the world of wacky but true. We don't add anything to these news stories, but after it, I'll probably play a TV or a movie drop, and I think we'll throw it back at Chuck Ritchie now.
Okay. A family in Ohio had a crazy experience when they discovered pennies inside their McDonald's chicken McNuggets. The police were called to the scene after the family found 3 pennies inside the nuggets. The police have launched an investigation into the incident, and McDonald's management is looking into the matter. The customer who found the pennies, Beth Rupert Warren, believes that this is a manufacturing issue rather than a problem with the local McDonald's franchise.
It's their new money back program. You open up those nuggets.
Oh, look! A penny!
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. A couple in China was caught cutting down 2 trees in their community during the night. They told police their fortune teller told them it would improve their luck.
That's unbelievable. Beginner's luck. $20 says you can't do it again. Bring it on.
Probably a bad idea.
Wow.
All right.
In August, the U.S. largely banned the manufacture and sale of incandescent light bulbs, aiming to reduce utility bills and carbon emissions. However, Kevin Schmid, a 25-year-old software developer from New Hampshire, decided to stockpile around 3,500 incandescent bulbs before the ban took effect, spending $1,700 on his collection. Although the manufacture and the sale of incandescent bulbs are effectively banned, those who already possess them can continue to use them. Schmid says he expects his collection to last 75 years.
Wow.
You know,
Who does that?
We have a garage door opener, and right in the directions it says to use a regular incandescent bulb in the lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I can't even buy those anymore. Hopefully it doesn't run out for a long time.
I think this Kevin Schmid guy is just someone that likes to pay more on his electricity bill.
Yeah, that could be too.
Yeah.
Or he could be like this guy that likes bulbs.
Light bulb.
250 strands of light, 100 individual bulbs per strand for a grand total of 25,000 imported Italian twinkle lights.
I drank a lava lamp. It wasn't lava.
Wasn't lava at all.
Wow.
Right. Chuck, it's your turn again.
Yep, a 4-year-old Belgian boy sneaked out of his house and walked 2 miles to a local supermarket because he wanted to play with some toys.
Aww. Aww. Here you go.
Allow your kids to eat all the junk food they want in our completely unsupervised kid zone.
The completely unsupervised kid zone. All right. Let's see. UK. A man spotted driving erratically the early hours of the morning by another trucker who called police. When officers pulled the man over, they discovered why he was driving poorly. He'd been watching a movie on a tablet that was sitting on his dash. No.
That's not what that's for.
No.
Ah, that's better. I can't believe they locked me up for driving on a sidewalk.
A 76-year-old Australian.
I'll skip that one.
Okay.
Skip that one, okay?
A guy in China charges around $6.50 for stressed out people to take out their frustrations by punching him for 2 minutes. The man doesn't fight back. Well, that's really dumb.
You can charge money for that?
Chuck, I got $6.50.
All right.
Here you go.
You see, I fight so you don't have to fight. Because I want you to use your head for something instead of a punching bag like I do.
Yeah.
So that's let me do some quick math real quick. That's it's about $195 an hour.
Ooh.
That's pretty good, you know?
Yeah, but you'd have to have them lined up one after another to get that kind of pay.
Right. Well, I think some of us could probably charge that and get it. And have a pretty booked up schedule.
I think your doctor bills are going to exceed it, though.
Yeah, probably.
All right, Chuck, wrap us up with some crocodiles.
Around 75 crocodiles broke free from a breeding farm in southern China as a result of flooding. So far, 8 reptiles have been rounded up, leaving dozens still on the loose. Residents in the area have been advised to stay home.
All right. All right. Oh, scary.
Not yet, miss, but soon over there's a crocodile waiting for his supper.
Yeah. It's kind of creepy.
That's why we live in Chihuahua, because we don't want to be around those kind of things.
Yeah, no.
Worst thing we run into is a rare rattlesnake.
Yes.
I don't know, but we do have cougars, and those are kind of scary.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
No, kitty.
They just want to treat.
When's the last time someone in Stephen County got eaten by a cougar?
What, about 2 years ago?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's not funny then.
Yeah, no.
I thought it would be never.
I believe it was a child, Scott.
That's not funny at all, Chuck. You should have left that out.
I should have.
All right. Now, there's a difference between attacked and... Yeah, okay, let's just leave it alone. I'm done for today.
No, she survived, though. She's okay. She's good.
Okay, he did. Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Got me all creeped out now.
No.
All right. Tomorrow on our morning show, it gets a little goofier. Yeah, we call it Three Amigos Thursday. It's Alan Milani, Chuck Ritchie, myself, Scott Allen, and we just try to make you giggle all Thursday.
That's right.
Other than that, Sharon, you said Finding Nemo Jr. starts today?
That's right after school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you got two different. Tell us about the 2 different sessions.
Okay, so the younger kids we've had kids as young as 3 through 5th graders. Their class is at 3:15. They come right after school at 3, and we start at 3:15. The older class comes at about 5, and they start about 5:30, 5:15. And they're the 6th grade through the end of high school. You have to take the classes to be in the show. But you don't have to take the classes, or you don't have to be in the show if you take the classes. Sometimes we've had kids who just wanted to take the acting classes and not be in a show, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to be in Finding Nemo, you have to take the classes. Janet is excellent at teaching you how to be an actor, dance, sing, all the things you know to be a successful actor, actress in the local shows.
And I'm assuming there's always looking for backstage help too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Stage hands and stage managers and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, and she trains kids to do sound and lights and Yeah, all that kind of stuff. You learn a lot. The big people, the big people, they're all the same size people probably, but the people who make the most money, like in Broadway, are those stage managers. And you learn how to do that. And she actually pays them a little because it's a school.
Yeah.
So they do get paid a little to be a stage manager. Nobody else gets paid.
And I know in past seasons, pre-COVID, you guys were doing sewing. Is the sewing coming back? Or?
We're not doing that. It
Okay.
was, it got smaller and smaller. And if somebody wants to come in and sew, we'll help them. We'll show them. But,
Okay.
we're not having dedicated classes. Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I can talk about my eldest daughter or whatever, and you were talking about Janet and what a great teacher she is. And I know, especially if someone has a child that's maybe shyer or really isn't into maybe like after school physical sports or something like that. Like as a child, I had really bad asthma. I couldn't do anything like that. So I gravitated toward theater. And my eldest daughter, I pushed her into theater because she was so shy. I was a single dad as she was growing up, and I mothered her too much. And she was very shy and kind of fearful of things because I was, a paranoid parent, always probably being overly safe. And it changed her for the positive. It gave her things she needed for courage and the ability to put herself out there and confidence and all that. And then the camaraderie that you get through doing plays, as I know Sharon knows, there's nothing that beats that. And you want to talk about a natural high. When you finish that play, especially that last night, there's no feeling like that feeling of accomplishment that I've ever experienced. So I just throw that out to parents. If you've got a shy kid, push them into drama. It is a big help.
And when I was in school, I used to always get that never sit still in class, on my report cards. And then I started doing theater, and then it became okay because I was a theater kid.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, and theater is, to me, is a natural where you're with people that aren't your age.
Yeah.
Now, in school, it's really unnatural to spend all your time with just third graders.
Yep, exactly.
And so here you are from preschool all the way up through high school, and you've got friends, and when you go places in the community, you have friends that are different ages.
Yep.
I know my granddaughter who's just is in the third grade. I pick her up every day, and she was saying how she had talked to someone in the sixth grade, but at recess, because she's now in on the big kid side.
Yeah.
But in a normal situation, she wouldn't even have known that sixth grader.
Right.
But she's known her because she's been in a couple of theater productions with her. And
Right.
so I just think that's an excellent thing, too. You learn that your peers aren't just the same age as you.
Well, and most of the kids that I went to school with that I'm still friends with are ones that I knew through the theater program.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
There you go. All right.
So
get your kids involved. That's how we'll wrap up this show today, right?
Well, and I'd like to plug the new the show coming up September 22nd. Isaac Tenasket, featuring our opening supporting guest is Tristan Saylor, who was our 2019 Chihuahua's Got Talent winner. Those tickets will go on sale later today. I still have a little bit of work to do to get those available. Scott, I'm going to get you the information and put it on our website later.
Okay.
And also for a special little plug too, for a sneak peek. Auditions are going to be in 2 weeks for our Christmas play coming up. It's going to be in partnership with Stage Time Theater and the Performing Arts Center.
Well, with Park Avenue
With
Players.
Park Avenue Players. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
did I say the wrong thing? Okay.
Yeah.
With Park Avenue Players, and it is called. I don't believe I remember the name of the play because I just learned it yesterday.
Yeah, me too.
But it's very meta. It is a radio play about a radio station doing a radio play during World War II.
All right, and this is going to be something that you're going to perform at the Center for the Arts or there at KCHW?
Yes.
You are right, Scott.
You're still working out the bugs, I guess.
No. It's going to be both. I had a meeting with Catherine Patton, who's going to be directing it yesterday. They're going to be doing a live read through here in the studio. We'll be selling tickets for that show. They're going to be doing the actual old-fashioned style sound effects, Foley art, and then afterwards it will actually be a full production at the theater.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Just
right.
one weekend though. It's
Yep.
a little different than we've done the past. So you're gonna. Well, it's in December, but we're gonna be plugging it and plugging it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. And a big round of applause for Sharon Ludwig,
Yes.
permanent member of the Wednesday cast. There you go.
Thank you.
Other than that, we want you to have a great day. Keep on listening to Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama. You can do it.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.